Okay, how do you answer the objection, the Bible can be interpreted any way you want to?
Right, well, this happens all the time. You get into a trial, right? And some people come in and say, I saw him walk over and take that apple off that stand, take 2 bites out of it, and put the apple back in the stand. Okay. Well, now, that same person might offer you an interpretation. I think he was just really hungry. And I don't want to know what you think. That's not going to be allowed. That's speculating. You're not going to be allowed to get that in trial. You can testify to what you saw him do, but you can't testify to what you think it meant. That's for the jury to decide. You don't get to decide that. Are you in his head? No. So all you're limited to talk about is what you saw him do. Same kind of thing happens here. We can disagree about how we interpret the data. That's not my concern tonight. My concern is, do we have good data? That's what I'm concerned about. And yes, 2 witnesses will see the same thing. And that's okay. There's some non-essentials. If we're in this room, I'll bet you we disagree about a lot of stuff. We do. I'm not going to poll us, but I'll bet you if I was to talk about like eschatology, oh my gosh, end times. I bet you there's like 15 different views in this room and none of us agree. How about this? The age of the earth in Genesis 1. I bet you there's about 1,000 different views of that in this room too. These, and I'm not going to, don't even start. Don't even get started. The point I'm trying to make is, though, there are some things that we would say are essentials and some things that we say are not. There is no creed of the church that nails down eschatology as tightly as you might like it to nail down. There's also no creed of the church that talks about the creation week in a particular way that you have to accept or you're not a Christian. Besides which, why would you? I'm concerned about what the text says, not about what some group says the text means. I'm not concerned about that. And let me just say one thing about why we divide as Christians. It drives me crazy. It just really does. And if you, by the way, make the case for Christianity online, we were talking about this earlier, get ready. You're going to get beat up, okay? Because Christians are going to be the ones beating up more than anybody else. It's crazy. But what I look at it is this way. When you're en route to a shots fired call, you're going to drive by a lot of other stuff that you're not going to stop for today, because I'm en route to a shots fired call. I'm going to drive by speeders and parking violations and shoplifters. I'm not stopping for any of that stuff today because I'm en route to a felony. Someone's been shot. I'm going there first. That's the urgency of the call I'm responding to. We're in a culture right now. We're in a shots fired culture. And if we're going to sit around and navel gaze and divide over all this non-essential stuff, when the world doesn't even know anything about Jesus, something's wrong. Amen. Right? So I'm just going to drive by that stuff right now because I'm en route to a shots fired call.